it's Billee Silva with Jones & Company Realty. I'm here today to talk to you about what to expect in this ever-changing, crazy, insane real estate market we are all currently living in. The way we do business is much different than it was even a year ago. If you've been looking at homes for any period of time now, you probably know we are experiencing a shortage of inventory. And if you do see a home you like, it is not uncommon to see that it's pending within the first 24 or 48 hours. And if it's not pending, it has that dreaded sentence that says multiple offers, highest and best due by such and such a day at such and such a time. How can you be competitive in this market? Well, here are some tricks that I've been using with a lot of my buyers. First of all, when I have a buyer interested in a home, the first thing I do is call the listing agent, because it's not always the highest price that wins the bid. It's based on the seller's motivation sometimes. So I try to find out, does the seller need a quick close, or are they looking for a longer close because they may need to find a place to live? Depending on the answer is then how we would craft our offer on when we would want to close. Obviously, if somebody's looking for a closing within 30 days or less, we can no longer ask for a closing 2 months, 3 months out. But if the seller may need to find a place to live in order for this transaction to work, then maybe a quick close is not what that particular individual is looking for. Another thing that I do is almost every offer I submit these days, I attach an escalation clause to it. What is an escalation clause? Well, it's basically an addendum that says you will match the highest bid and increase your offer by, say, $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 over the highest offer they received. So for example, say there's a home for sale for $300,000. That's the listing price. And you say to me, Billie, we're comfortable going up to $320,000. We know it's a multiple offer situation. Unfortunately, maybe the listing agent wasn't real forthcoming on how many offers they exactly have. So we don't know if it's 2 offers, because a multiple offer could be just 2, or 22 offers. And trust me, it's not uncommon to see 22 offers in this market. So we don't really necessarily want to go in guns blazing and offer $320,000 right out of the gate, because there may only be one other offer on the table and it could be asking price. So what we will do is attach an escalation clause to our offer. So say perhaps we offer asking price, which is $300,000, but you are willing to go up to $320,000 because you told me that. So we would do an escalation clause that says we will match the highest offer and increase our bid by $1,500 or $2,000 up to a purchase price of $320,000. And we would attach that addendum with our offer. So that's one secret I use. Another one is the inspection period. Sellers these days do not want to take their home off the market for any period of time. So even though the contract gives you up to 2 weeks to get an inspection, if you're going to take advantage of that full 2 weeks, I'll tell you right now, we do not stand a chance in this market. They want the shortest inspection period possible. Now, I don't necessarily recommend 0 inspection period because I do strongly recommend you have a home inspection, but try to shorten that period. Keep it as brief as possible, 5 days, 7 days max. Secondly, why not increase your earnest money deposit? That lets the seller know that you are indeed a serious buyer. Because after all, your earnest money deposit at the end of the day just goes to the purchase price of the home. So what do you have to lose? So instead of doing $1,000, $5,000 earnest money deposit, why not up it to $10,000? Those are some things that we are seeing a lot. And I strongly encourage you to think about that before we craft our offer. How much money are you comfortable with putting down as an earnest money deposit? And what your earnest money deposit is, that's basically your good faith estimate, and it goes towards the purchase price of the home. So what you're saying to the seller is that I'm asking you to take your home off the market because I'm interested in purchasing it, and in turn I'm giving you $5,000, $10,000 to do that. And as long as you change your mind during the inspection period, you can get that earnest money deposit back if something comes back in the inspection you're not comfortable with. The disadvantage is after the inspection period is over, if you get buyer's remorse, you can't wiggle out because you lose that money unless your financing falls through. So those are just a few tips that might help you be a little more competitive than some of the other offers. And as always, I am here for you to offer advice and help you navigate the real estate process. I look forward to working with you, and hopefully we will be submitting an offer in the near future. You have a great day now.